have, I'm really excited. I've been waiting a long time. This is a good get for me because, as I've said before on this channel, I started this channel and called it The Greater Than Good because I want to highlight people who are doing better than your average, better than your typical, right? Or highlighting people who are overcoming adversity of some kind and trying to improve not just themselves, but the people around them, the communities around them. And boy, I mean, on my social media feed, when I got wind of a story about a little boy who brought a yearbook to school and didn't get any signatures for some reason, and then hero high school kids, older kids coming to the rescue, signing that book, making him feel good. Boy, did that make me feel good. That was a really great story. So I'm really, really excited to introduce Brody and his mother, Cassandra, to our channel today. So welcome, guys.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. So let's see, I'm in oh my gosh, this cavernous hotel lobby here. So I apologize for the echo. And you guys are in your comfy couch. So, it's been quite a ride. So let's see, you posted that, Cassandra, and showed a picture, and I'll bring that up in a little bit here on this video, but you posted this on Facebook originally, correct?
Yes, correct. Originally it was posted in the parent group for the school on Facebook, yeah.
Okay, and first of all, doing that, right? I mean, let's just describe this picture. I mean, here we are, you're posting to a parent group, so it's private. It's not something that was shared publicly to everybody on your timeline, right? But essentially it was a picture of a yearbook, your son's yearbook. And so give us the context here. What prompted you to do this?
Well, Brody's had a few instances throughout the year of bullying. And when he got home that day and I looked at his yearbook and the pages were empty, he had a couple kids sign it and a couple teachers sign it. And when I'm saying a couple kids signed it, they quite literally just signed their first names. They didn't say, have a good summer, it was great having you in second period. Just, I mean, your typical yearbook signatures. He didn't have any of that. So once I talked to Brody and I saw that, it was very impulsive for me to post a photo of this on Facebook because
that's what moms do.
I mean, that is kind of what moms do.
I knew it right away, right?
No, we aren't there yet.
Well, we get protective, right? There's a protective, that's the mama bear thing, right?
Very much so. And when I posted it, I did it with hopes of making the other parents aware of what was happening at the school. That there are kids that are being left out. There are kids that are being bullied. And really to just teach their children kindness. At the end of the day, that's what's so important.
Absolutely. And, I think that's a story that once it went viral, okay, I mean, it started out in a private group, but then once somebody shared it and it went viral, then what happened?
Let's just say a special someone called.
And who was that special someone?
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, Ant-Man himself, right? The man who never ages, that we're all just looking up to that man and wondering what the heck is he eating or drinking or whatever.
Yeah.
He's not sharing that secret with anybody. But he is one of my favorite actors, absolutely. So it didn't surprise me. I hear he's just a really, really great guy. And now you personally know that he is, right? What did he tell you?
Gave me some advice about bullying, like if you can't beat them, make them laugh.
That can be a defense mechanism. That's true. I mean, listen, you're talking to a guy that was about knee high to a wastebasket. Okay, growing up, I was very much a late bloomer. I was not going to beat anybody up, but gosh, there's such a great thing about getting the laugh. And so he is completely right. But Paul Rudd calls you and gives you this awesome encouragement, but then other kids kind of took notice when that post went viral as well. I mean, it wasn't just about Paul Rudd calling you. in the community, even in that school system, and the older kids, what did they do?
They came in the middle of class and signed my yearbook. And whenever they did come in, guess what I thought?
What'd you
It was
think?
mom posted it on Facebook. I just knew her.
Walk me through that, because every time somebody walked into class and requested to sign your yearbook, how did that make you feel?
I was very nervous at first. Like, who are these people? I'm like, why do they want to sign my yearbook? I don't even know them. And then I thought it was mom. And then I started talking to them, and then they leave. Like, they came in a line. They made an entire line. And then later that day, a second wave of kids came and signed.
And they signed it too?
Yep. And you know what my favorite part is?
What's that?
After school kids and the middle school kids, the upper middle, came in and signed Brody's yearbook. The kids that originally told him no, that they were too busy, started lining up to sign his yearbook, which I thought was pretty cool.
That is extremely cool. Now, here's the thing. I mean, I guess let's talk about those kids that didn't have the time, okay? Why do you think they didn't have the time at first? I mean, what's the story behind that?
I just think they don't like me and they just didn't want to sign it. Because I asked the people that were open, like not signing studies or getting signed. I just like, hey, do you want to sign my yearbook? No. Why?
Now let's fast forward to now. All of a sudden, they do have the time, right? How did you feel about that? How did you feel about them all of a sudden having a change of heart? Was it valid? Did they really have a change of heart? I mean, have some of these kids decided, you know what, I have to give Brody a second chance here? I mean, I didn't hit it off with him the first time, or for whatever reason, we didn't connect and he wasn't my friend, or maybe he has other friends that, or does different things than I do. I mean, because we're all different, right? Have there been any of those kids that have come around again and have stuck, and now they do have the time for you? I mean, have you made new friends as a result of this?
Some of the bullies stopped bullying me, but I feel like they were pretty they were scared. That's what I think. They were scared, and that's why they're trying to follow the crowd, because they don't want to get hurt.
What do you mean?
Emotionally hurt.
Oh, like you think that they were hopping on the bandwagon?
Yeah.
Is that what you're getting at?
Let me tell you something, Brody. I mean, because see, that happens a lot. That happens even to the grown-ups. Okay. I mean, it's easy to fall into I think one of three categories. Okay. You ready for this? You got the bully, you've got the people who are in the middle that kind of follow, and you've got the person or people or group being bullied. Okay.
Yep.
And so that middle group right there, we call those people, they're kind of like the sheep. We hear that term a lot, right? They just kind of go with the flow, wherever the wind blows. And you said it, scared. Those are the ones that are the most scared because they're afraid to either take a stand, or they're afraid to, maybe stick up for you, or on your behalf, to say something, or to speak up to that bully because better him than me, right? That's kind of the prevailing attitude or sentiment that middle group feels. Now, the bully, well, 9 times out of 10, they were the one, they have it bad at home. I mean, they have it really bad. There's a reason why those bullies act out the way they do, unfortunately. So we almost have to kind of feel sorry for them in some ways. Now, if you're the person being bullied, what does that do for you? Does it help you out? I don't know. But how has life changed for you? How has life changed for you since then? Now you have all this attention, right? What's happening now?
I'm a little bit more positive. Still going through a few things, but it's getting better. I haven't been cyberbullied or normal bullied in a long time.
Mhm.
I've been getting a lot of gifts and clout.
And all the letters, your favorite are the letters.
Yeah, my favorite are the letters. Where are they, actually?
They're put up. But Brody's gotten hundreds of letters from people across the world.
It's awesome that people take the time to actually write you. You know, I mean, actual physical letters, not in the digital landscape that we find ourselves in now, right?
Me feel important, more important than I used to. I felt worthless, but makes me feel like people actually do care, and the world isn't so heartless after all.
Well, I'm happy that you said that, because, you know, I think at some point in time, we are going to face adversity in this life. You're facing it now, but I think what is happening to you now is going to help you in the future. It's going to help you tomorrow, because you're going to grow up to be a fine young man who's going to be well educated. You're going to have a lot, you know, a deeper appreciation for what respect means, what honesty means, for doing things the right way and treating people the right way. I think that you're going to, in turn, because of what you're going through now or what you've gone through, you know, it's my hope that, and with a great support system that you have at home, right? I mean, with that support system that you have, it's almost a slam dunk that you're going to grow up and make the community that you live in, wherever you happen to be, a better place, and have something that we don't have enough of in this world, and that's called empathy. Is that a word?
I've heard a lot about this, Mr. Empathy. I don't get a lot of it.
Yes, you do. Now you definitely do.
I get to meet empathy a lot.
Yep.
So here's the trick, though, about empathy. Mr. Empathy goes both ways, right? I mean, it's a two-way street when we talk about empathy. You can't get empathy from people unless you have it too, okay?
Yeah.
Unless you have it too. And so because you've gone through what you've gone through, you certainly understand and will be able to recognize when somebody else is going through a hard time. You'll know the signs because you've experienced a lot of that stuff. And therefore, because of that, you're going to be able to help people and make their life a little bit better, even if it's a day, a second, by saying something positive as you walk by. It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't have to be groundbreaking, but even the smallest, tiniest acts of kindness can just really make somebody's day.
Yes,
and I hope that you do that for other people as well.
And I hope I don't become one of those like spoiled brats.
You are not a spoiled brat. You are the furthest thing from one.
Okay,
Well,
helicopter.
It's called humility, you know, and it's okay. I mean, we can feel good about ourselves and be confident, right? But as long as you recognize that now, I mean, you just said it, right? As long as I don't become a spoiled brat, well, guess what? It's all up to you, you know? That's the beauty of it. It's all up to you. So let's talk a little bit about you now. I mean, we've gone through this and it's been bad. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Paleontologist.
A paleontologist? And, you know, being in Colorado, that's not a bad place to be. I mean, just up in Utah, that's where a lot of these skeletons have been found, right? But why paleontology?
Because I love dinosaurs.
And this is going to be the stupidest question I've ever asked, but did you see the new Jurassic Park?
Unfortunately, yes. I wanted to see it with my mom first before my dad.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
okay.
But
He went with he saw it with his dad, which is just fine.
yeah, I wish I could see it with you because it's
We'll
hard.
still go.
Go see it again. Who cares? It's like, you know.
I've already seen it twice. I sure hope I don't spoil anything.
No.
I'll just cover my ears and go la 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 la.
In the movie,
Or well,
What's your favorite? Which one is your favorite dinosaur?
Tyrannosaurus.
What separates the T-Rex from all the other ones?
Because people judge it for its small arms, but it's actually a lot stronger than people think. It can crush bones by simply chewing.
Wait a minute. You kind of said something here. People judged it for what it looked like based on its small, tiny little arms, right?
Okay.
They
And now
thought it-
look, I'm pretty much this. I am the Tyrannosaurus Rex of the real world.
I
Small.
don't know. And how old are you right now?
12.
Yeah, things are going to happen for you, but I really firmly believe that. My stuff didn't happen for me until after high school. That's how late of a bloomer I was. Okay, so trust me, you got nothing to worry about, man. You're going to be good. I heard a cool analogy. Everybody's got to get on the bus. Just some people's buses come later than others.
I love that. That's a good one.
Yeah. Your bus ride's coming. Trust me, and it's going to be a heck of a ride. I promise. But I do think that what you've gone through now is just going to make that ride even smoother as you grow up, and have more empathy towards other people. So we want to be a paleontologist. Where are we going to go to school to do that?
CU Boulder.
CU Boulder. Awesome. Yeah, that's a good spot. I mean, the state of Colorado is pretty tremendous. My best friend lives in Denver. And so it's absolutely a beautiful place. So with that said, I mean, that's going to take a lot of school, right? And so let's just rewind it to now, because we were talking about the future, but now let's talk about now and school, where it hasn't necessarily been the best place for you over the last several years now. And we hope that with a new school year, things will change. So let's talk about that change. Okay, what kind of change do you hope to see in this new school year?
Not as much bullying.
Okay.
I mean, they're
What
changing every school, so I can't expect nothing because it's all happening already.
They're making a lot of changes.
Now,
Okay.
lunch, breakfast costs money. So
Oh no, honey, you gotta let that part go. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
So the school's making changes to stop bullying, like was it from a policy standpoint? I mean, what kind of changes are we talking about, Cassandra?
We are working with the school to try to put more programs in place to eliminate bullying, to make it more of a safer environment for the kids. I mean, the school last year was really putting their best foot forward, and they were working really hard at end the bullying, but I mean, it wasn't very as successful as they hoped. So now that this has happened, we're really getting down to it. They're actually, I believe, I don't remember her name, but they are having a staff member solely dedicated to ensure that children are not bullying or being bullied. No, it's not Love, it's somebody else. And they're making sure everybody's included, and just really all around just trying to make sure it's a better, healthier, happier environment for the students.
That's awesome. I mean, that's really good to hear. So that's something that you hope, will change, and it's happening now. And hopefully these positive changes will start making an impact and trickle down throughout the school year to make it easier. So that's on the school's part. But Brody, what about you? How are you going to change this school year? What's going to make you different this year than you were last year?
I'm not going to take as much of the stuff that they say to heart.
Okay.
Hope so, at least. Never know me.
And
well,
when
hey,
you oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. I mean, I was going to say, words carry a lot of weight. I mean, don't feel bad for feeling bad. Okay. Never feel bad for feeling bad. So don't punish yourself if somebody decides to take it upon themselves and say something mean that can cut through us. Our words can still hurt. Okay. Don't ever feel bad for feeling bad as a result of that. Okay. You're only human and you're only 12. But I do like the fact that you started out by saying, yeah, I'm going to try not to take as much of this to heart, right? Yep. How are you going to try not to take so much of this to heart?
I'm going to listen to more music to
Okay.
ignore it
So healthier outlets for if something's bothering you.
instead of crying myself to sleep every night.
Well, I mean, you write in a journal.
I've tried and it doesn't help a lot, but
You can talk to somebody.
we've tried that and it sort of helps. That's why I have 2 therapists.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And as
And-
long as you're talking to somebody, that's really, really important. But let's talk about the music a little bit, man, because hey, now you're talking my language. Because tell you what, I mean, when it comes to, and as a son of a musician, music absolutely is a form of therapy. So let's talk about some of that music. What do you listen to kind of get your mind right, put you in a better place?
Loud music so that I can't hear the outside noises.
But he wants to know what kind of music. Like, what's your favorite?
Oh, techno, electronic.
Okay. And how about other activities outside of music? Is there something that you particularly enjoy that takes your mind off this stuff?
Chess.
Yeah, that's a thinking man's game right there, which is probably why I'm terrible at it. And maybe one of these days I'll play you and you'll totally beat me. But that's good. I think you finding different outlets that are positive, chess, obviously music. Do you play an instrument?
I played the trumpet for a while, and everyone plays percussion.
That's all right. Not everybody's good at it though. You know, on that, you know, as it pertains to music or chess or any kind of outlet that you feel is good, let's just make sure it's positive. Make sure it's a positive outlet, something that you can really challenge yourself with. I've heard of so many great stories, beautiful outcomes that were the silver lining to something terrible, okay, that occurred. So you're pointing at yourself, and I'm looking at a great outcome now, right? So, you know, Brody, I think that you have a bright future. Don't let the crabs get you down. You know, it's easy to say, me just, you know, hundreds of miles away from you now, but I just think that there's something good in store for you. That bus is coming. You just got to get on it, and then you're going to enjoy that ride, and then you're going to treat people better every mile after that, man.
As I was gonna say this earlier, but life is like a slide. It has bumps and it's really like sharp turns. Well, and it eventually smoothens out.
It does. And I think it's going to smoothen out for you. You're going to find yourself with a little brush. You're going to be on some kind of an assignment somewhere out in the desert, and you're going to discover something great, right? You're going to be brushing that rock, and it's not a rock, it's a bone. And you're going to make some kind of a discovery. And I can see that. I can see that happening for you. But, you know, just realize that, you know, your mom and your therapists and your team, the people around you that love and support you, they're the ones that are brushing you, okay? They're the ones that are unearthing and discovering and rediscovering something incredible, okay? There's a lot about you that they might not know yet, that a lot of people that you might not know yet, okay? But that's what adversity can do for us. Because if we fall, what do we have to do?
Yep.
Got to get back up again. And sometimes we get up a lot stronger. And if we can just stay positive, learn from defeat, learn from that adversity, then things are going to get a lot sweeter the next time around. Okay. So, Mom, you know, I want to thank you so much for your time. I know that, you know, I've been waiting a long time for this one. I mean, it was a while back when I reached out, but I'm really happy that we made it work this time. And you've got a special one on your hands.
I feel like I do too. Look at that face.
Cool. I'm in this hotel and I miss the rest of my family. So it makes me want to just drive back home tonight. So I can't do that until tomorrow. But guys, hey, listen, thank you so much. I really appreciate you giving me the time. And Brody, I'm going to check in on you. Okay. I'm going to see how things are going. And I know things are going to go great.
Thank you. We're glad to have a new friend in you as well.
Hey, consider me a friend. Absolutely, guys. You guys take it easy. Have a good one.
You as well.
Bye now.
Bye.